Before we get into this episode, I just want to tell you that the sweet sounds you are hearing is all thanks to the SHURE MV7 podcast microphone. These are industry leading and by far the best microphones we have ever used. So thank you so much to SHURE, and thank you so much to planetworld.co.za for hooking us up with these amazing microphones. I'm pretty sure that we will be spreading a lot of uneducated knowledge with the world using these. So thank you guys so much. Let's get into the episode. It's a new year, Dan.
It is a new year. How was your December?
And you can still not call them that. Stop saying.
Are you still doing that? Good man.
December was great.
Yeah.
That was good fun.
Yeah. No, crazy. It feels so weird to be back here sitting in front of a microphone. We haven't done this in a while.
Yeah, we haven't done this.
Good to do it.
We haven't done this for a while. Apologies for that. And I think it was just kind of tough between, obviously, the January craze was quite on us. And then load shedding as well. That's
It's not easy to record if you maybe have, as you said, like sometimes 10 hours a day. And there's just no power.
We sometimes we switch from like stage 4 to stage 5 midday. So then I'll have load shedding from about 12 to 2. And then just all of a sudden I'll have from 2 to 4 again, and then from 10 to 12, which is terrible. That sucks.
And like my Jan has been tough working full time. Yours obviously been tough, like coming back. You've got training camp. Your fight has just been announced today again. Yeah. Goodness.
Yeah.
So fight camp, sponsors, training camp, versus playing that in between.
Doing some of that, Little Legends, obviously, but what a way to kickstart the year. I think we are in for a little bit of a ride this year. I think it's going to be fun. Our year didn't start off very well for the fighting community. Javante Davis had some accusations against him in Florida. Yeah. It's just like a domestic abuse case. And then obviously some footage of, of Dana, which was also not. There was a lot of stuff that
first power slap champion.
Don't say that. It wasn't great for the fighters, but I think one of the guys that definitely won out of all of that. Did you see that video of Ilya to Pereira? I think he was playing like an arcade game, and then this guy was like just walking.
Stepped up to him and he just smacked him.
But how impressive! If you watch the video closely, he's one of his friends or teammates like Spartan kicked one of the other guys.
One of the best tips you'll see outside of Thailand. Ever.
Like into the chairs, into the tables. That was sick. And but yeah, we obviously we didn't get chances to talk about that. And but yeah, I think Ilya just like how he performed at Fight Night, I think he performed there as well.
Yeah, the devil doesn't look the same as Bryce Mitchell thought he would.
Yeah, 100%.
Goodness.
And we also missed a few fight nights, but I think one of the biggest ones was this past. Well, yeah. That
was a pretty big card.
Yeah, that was a pretty big card. That was a fun card, man. That was so sick too. The whole experience was so much fun.
So how much different is it? Okay, so let's take, we've got the EFC championship. Obviously, that was 5 rounds and 4 belt and everything, but in a smaller arena. Then you had like Dana White's Contender Series in the Apex, and then the T-Mobile. How did the T-Mobile compare to the other two?
Yeah, no,
it's
not it's not even close. That's a massive leap, and I must say I think the Contender Series helped a lot, just in terms of getting to know the people, because a lot of the guys are familiar faces when you get there, but just the amount of hype and the energy and the type of procedures they run.
And that's early prelims.
Yeah. No, that was. But I must say, like, when I talk about stuff like that, it's not the fans. It's not the amount of pressure felt from the fans. Actually, that kind of helped. The amount of people that were there, and like I walked out to a new song, felt the energy, felt like I was gonna kick someone's face off. Yeah,
need someone's face off.
Yeah, but. But just everything around that, like the interviews, the pre-fight interviews, just like the peak sessions at the PI, stuff like that. That was quite sick.
I was actually watching the fight at home with a friend, and a friend from high school, and He doesn't watch fighting really, but I was like, oh, come on, we're watching Cam fight. And I think the biggest mind-blown moment of the night was obviously winning. Like, oh, yeah. And it was like, that's fucking Joe Rogan.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's exactly how I felt.
Yeah.
Because you can clearly see, like, in my interview, I walk up to him and I'm like, and then I was thinking while I was talking, I was like, I'm not going to let my hand go. I'm just going to keep on touching him. Because I'm like, what?
How is this
That's
real?
Joe Rogan. Yeah. He was, obviously, it's Joe Rogan.
What an experience.
Yeah, that was sick. That was my fanboy moment. And I think that was...
Was that your biggest fanboy moment?
100. Oh yeah, you meet a lot of fighters, you meet a lot of guys in the industry, like Bruce Buffer. Like,
Not even close.
Like chatting to Bruce as well. It's like, it's time. Oh, it's so cool. But that's Joe. Just like
the Rogan interview.
Yeah, just being in his presence.
Yeah, and it's happening again.
Just being in that elk eating, bow hunting,
DMT
comedy,
laden.
DMT comedy presence.
Yeah.
It's absolutely amazing.
Well, it must be cool. I mean, you've watched the guy for years now.
Yes, and everything from podcasts to specials to everything he does, spinning back kick videos, compilations done by a Russian editor that's bored, So it's it's really so cool to meet these guys, and now we get to do it again.
Yeah. At T-Mobile again, isn't it?
Yes, we're going to.
Okay, this hasn't been announced yet. I don't even know yet. Is it? Do you know where on the card you are?
No,
prelims.
I have no idea. No idea. Yeah, I can't even tell you because I have no idea. But it's a massive card. It's the return of John Jones, and so there was obviously we were looking for dates, and I was calling for the London card. I wanted to be on that. They have a lot of Europeans that need to fight on that card, so it got full quite quickly. And then I was like, okay, San Antonio sounds fun in Texas on the 25th of March. And then we got the news we got this one. So
how does that go down there? So does your management just call you up and they're like, listen, you got offered a fight on the Jones card? Or
so we have a WhatsApp group.
Okay.
So it's not like it's super chill. It's just like
it's not that cinematic moment of Cammy.
Yeah, but I must say, and shout out to Ruby, and Daniel and all the guys there. They are quite vocal with us. So they're like, okay, Sean is looking for a fight, and then they'll send us updates. Listen, we'll know by this date or whatever.
WhatsApp group, is it between just you guys and Ruby?
Yes, yeah. 100%. Okay. And then they manage everything else.
Okay,
so that helps a lot, and we started prepping for the 4th. So I was in my mind like, I'm gonna be fighting the 4th. If it's later,
got announced early.
Yeah, it was quite early because it's such a big fight. So I was like, in my mind, we're fighting the 4th. I can start cutting weight for the 4th. If it's later, great. Then I don't have to cut that much weight. so and then luckily it worked out perfectly.
It worked out lekker.
Yeah.
Ach, that's so cool. Oh yes, and another shout out to Ruby. Cam brought me one of you guys' shorts. Very
quality
stuff.
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah, I didn't bring back a lot of stuff because you're quite limited, but I tried to gift people as much stuff as possible, and but this time I'll pack lighter and then bring back more stuff.
Oh goodness.
Not for probably the same people. So, for the same small group of people.
If you played your cards right with Cameron Simon about 2017, like you're profiting now.
Yeah, you were already thinking investment. I've always wanted them fight shorts.
Yeah, yes, Cammy.
Yeah,
yeah, but no, but I mean, it's you have your circle and everything like that. Goodness, but I mean, it's so weird. Like we almost have to rehash the same points because you've told me everything about Vegas.
Yes,
you've told the guys at CIT everything about
Vegas.
Yes,
of course.
The people want to know about the Vegas.
Yeah, so Vegas is sick after the fight because last time we flew out the morning after, and that was terrible. We spent 3 days there. And that was the rodeo, the National Rodeo Federation, or I don't know what National Rodeo Final was there as well, and that was sick. I've never seen so many cowboys in my life. It's there was a lot of them. I've never seen that much leather in my life.
Oh, I can imagine. Well,
the leather,
except at the YMCA.
Wrangler jeans and leather, baby. It was.
I thought that was a good joke. I really thought that was a good one. Come on.
Yeah, you were waiting for it as if it was a good one, but. Yeah, so just enjoying the restaurants. I went to Bubba Gump.
Oh, you've told me
Yeah,
about Baba
that
Gump.
was sick. And just like a few of the spots. And there's like this viral TikToker on TikTok, Keith Lee. He's also a fighter.
Okay.
I think his last fight was in Bellator, and he stays in Vegas, and then he visits the shops that are not so popular.
Okay.
And I made a list of shops,
places, yeah.
and I'm gonna go to those shops after this.
How many
I'm
have you
not-
ticked off of that list? Or
No. This time I
okay,
went to all the famous places, like
okay.
all the famous taco shops, and like the local suggested a few places, and we went to
some
all of
tourist
them.
trap.
Yeah.
But you must.
I don't
at
think
least once.
there was a moment that I wasn't eating something.
Oh, but
I
you
was
must.
I was overindulging heavily.
Tell the people how much you weighed end of December.
Okay, so I was weighing 75.3 kilos. I don't know how much that
that's
is.
about-
75.3,
166, 168
because 77,
is 170.
17. Yeah,
So you
it's
were like
one.
4 pounds off.
Yeah, 5 pounds.
5 pounds.
Yeah.
165. That's
Yeah.
165 to 135. 30.
Yeah, if you say it like that, that sounds terrible.
But I mean, you're getting down there now.
Yeah,
like you're
no,
on track.
Yeah, I'm very much on track. So, but definitely that was so much fun, and then obviously we had a great holiday.
Yeah.
And by the coast, beautiful. It was beautiful.
Yo, the drive was crazy. Because I
The
mean,
drive.
that was really like a crazy 3 days.
Those 3 days were crazy. So we landed at 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Then we went straight
Yeah, I
to
picked you up. And I'm like,
Buffelsfontein.
Camille, gaan ons gaan na jou flat toe? Or we going straight
No
straight to
flat.
Buffels?
Buffelsfontein Beers Boerdery, the best restaurant. We went straight there, and then we ate a lot and drank a little, and then we were out until
Well,
I think-
you went home a little bit earlier.
yeah. You guys were out until like 2.
Yeah,
2 in the
we were
morning.
out until late.
I was out until like 12. I went home, and obviously just like after that traveling, it's quite intense.
yeah.
And then the next day, packed
Packed.
everything.
Then there was a little restaurant visit at the end of the day.
Yeah, did a meet and greet at
Boerekombuis,
Boerekombuis.
very good,
Yeah,
very good
that
wings.
was sick. And then after that, drove literally
Literally
at 7
from
o'clock at
Boerekombuis,
night.
yeah.
Yeah, we drove, but we had a record time, like 11 and a half hours.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Yeah,
That
we
was
were
really good.
speeding.
we I was sleeping. I wouldn't know.
I was speeding. I wanted to get there so quickly. So yeah, and then we went all the way to George.
Didn't have the greatest weather down there, but
Yeah,
shout out to Henny's George,
Henny's in George. Yeah.
that savior.
Oh, oom Rikus, baie dankie.
Rikus, that was great.
That was
That was great.
It was beautiful.
I mean, we paid for it.
Yeah,
it was
it
like
was-
just thank you for
it
the
was-
like it's not even sponsored. It's just like thank
Yeah.
you for creating this beautiful thing.
We watched the football World Cup final. We watched at Henny's,
Henny's?
and
And then you decided, oh, let's go for a run.
Yeah.
I had wings sitting here the entire run.
Yeah, how far we jogged like
It's like six,
yeah,
5, 6 Ks.
Yeah, 6 kilometers. But I felt like after that I felt bad, and then I was like,
Yeah, I threw up. And
yeah, and but I think out of all the days I was there, I didn't train for 3 days,
Yeah.
so kept quite fit. Because there's nothing like a pre-season week on coach's farm that will
you guys
scare.
didn't even make it.
And we didn't do it because when we came back, we heard of fights, so then we had to cancel that so we can start preparations.
Are you happy you didn't have to go through that, or is there a part of you that's like, you know what, it would have been good to have like a bit of a
I
head
am
start.
so unhappy because I was prepping for that. I was like, I think I was peaking towards that. I think the furthest I jogged, well, that's also at sea level, but it was like 12 Ks into
Okay.
a mountain, got lost. That's why I jogged 12 Ks. But I was so ready to jog.
Yeah.
And then we didn't even get to do
I
that.
think you even did that 12 Ks. Like, I mean, I'm not training for anything. I woke up at 9, Babalas, Cam was coming back. Oh, I just did 12K.
Yeah.
Nice. Good for you.
yeah.
Fantastic, man.
Yeah, that was fun. And then obviously now we're back, so back to full schedule.
Yeah,
and
yes, it's so good to be back in the gym.
It's
Oh,
good.
goodness.
Yeah, because you actually you were like Connor. You fought once, and
Yeah.
it took a lot of time.
Yeah. Connor blames it on cocaine. I blame it on staph infections.
Yeah, that's quite a serious
No,
one.
I got a zotter even in December. But yeah, it's done now, and I'm back in the gym. Everything's going great.
It's good to be back, right?
Yes, it feels so nice.
Yeah.
Like you just feel so alive. Just even taking a shot. I took a head kick, like clean. Like 3 days in. Whoa.
Beautiful.
Lekker.
But yeah, it's just fun to be back in that routine as well. So yeah, we have a lot to look forward to.
Oh goodness.
A lot. And now we had the first pay-per-view event of the year. What an event it was.
Yeah.
I was like a
crowd
little
was
bit.
shit.
The crowd was terrible. That like the disrespect towards the fighters
like
was.
you walk out with like it's your boy, and you can't even respect him enough. Like I know traffic's bad, but I mean, come on.
Yeah, and just not that, like throwing beers at Moreno, which does like he won that fight, 6-love.
Absolutely.
It's not even close.
Like one judge, I gave round 2 to Pereira, and I was like, wow, how?
No way.
No,
there's no way.
That was a clear 30-27.
Yeah, but
going into
that Moreno fight was great. That was really cool. I think he's gonna fight Pantoja next.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a cool fight.
Does flyweight get more boring for you now?
No.
No.
No, there's a lot of guys there.
I was very excited about Kai out of France.
Yeah.
Moreno obviously smoked him.
Obviously, he can come back as well.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a story there. It can happen again, but
Absolutely.
the Pantoja fight is cool, and who knows? New year, new me. Maybe Garbrandt, maybe he climbs the ranks again.
Put some titanium chin on or something.
He's very nice. I met him at the PI.
Yeah,
He's very
nice
sick,
guy.
very cool. But it's very hard to see anyone taking the belt from Moreno at this stage. Yeah.
Bantamweight, that's wide open.
Bantamweight is quite open, and it's interesting. Figueiredo said he's moving up.
Yeah.
So that's going to be
Quite
interesting
open
to
for
see.
him. I mean, I don't like Aljamain that much. I'm not the biggest fan. I won some money on him and Jan Aldo in his second year. Okay, great stuff. But like, he's not a dominant champion by any stretch. Like, he's not someone that you're thinking like, oh, no one can take that belt from him.
Yeah.
You know?
And there's quite a lot of confusion as well. If Cejudo is coming back, I know Sean wants to fight for the title. So it's going to be... I don't know what's going to happen.
Until September to take off.
Yeah, he
I don't know
shoulder surgery.
Okay.
Yeah, he has
surgery.
Yeah. I think it's shoulder, yeah.
But I like Old Man Glover, like I saw a thing on Instagram. Is just how hard did Rumble Johnson hit him to put him out?
Yeah.
Because Jamal put it on him.
100%. Jamal, and that was a great fight. My expectation for that main event was massively met, and it just exceeded my expectations because that was a sick fight. Glover is tough, and even in 4th and 5th rounds, every time he throws with his body weight coming forward, coming like literally just looking to finish. It's just like Jamal Hill was that. I think the head kicks played a massive role in that 3rd, 4th round. So,
but like Glover, he has endeared himself to me so much since he beat Jan
Blachowicz, yeah.
From then, I was just like, Glover everywhere. I was like, yo, Glover.
Yeah, that was really a sick fight. But credit to Jamahal Hill. He's the first guy from the Contender Series
to win a belt.
And that's very cool to see as well. And I think, his record is also not that big. I think
he hasn't had that
many fights, So the Contender Series is working. I saw an interesting tweet. Shout out to Danny Jones from Twitter. He's such a cool guy. I want to go visit him in Wales. But he said the guys that came from this season of the Contender Series is 11-4.
Okay. And
then someone else also made a tweet saying that 3 of those wins were guys that weren't supposed to get contracts, but they gave them in anyway. And so literally, that's 11-4 is not bad for a season of getting talents into the UFC.
Bo Nickel is also on that card that you and Rickers are fighting.
Yeah,
That was cool.
Yeah, that's very cool.
What
so
do you
it's
think?
gonna be. it's I don't know. I don't think a lot, like I don't really have an opinion of the guy. He's obviously, there's a lot of hype around him, so it's going to be interesting to see how he handles this fight. It's going to be a lot of pressure. I see he's on the main card. That might change, that might fluctuate as well, depending on who they add onto that card, but it's going to be cool to see how he handles the pressure as well.
Yes, and Cyril, my beloved.
So
let's fighting.
Let's chat about that, because Jones was the betting underdog.
I don't know.
When the odds came out, he was a betting underdog.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that is did people forget? Did people forget?
I saw a video of his only loss in the UFC the other day, and he's just and then until the ref stops it. No, the man was dominant, and
who's your money on?
Like, he fights ugly, but in the he's an octagon bully, but in like a very beautiful way.
Yeah, 100%.
Just the way he fought
It is
Glover,
art.
the way he fought Glover, like I watched that and I was like, it's actually kind of hard to watch. It's a
mauling.
Fighting him. Yeah,
it's a proper mauling. So who do you have in that fight?
Well, I can't go against my beloved.
Okay,
but
so you're going with Gon. Just say that. Say that out loud.
But I think Gon.
He's going with Gon.
I'm going with Gon. I think Gon's strength are definitely like leg kicks.
Okay.
Joan does not have very thick legs.
Yeah.
And I think in the power department, he doesn't have that much to be scared of from John's side. I think John doesn't hit.
This is not gonna age well.
I don't think John can put out Gon. I mean, there's no way John can put him out with like one shot, like a Francis can or a Taito Ivasa can. I don't think so. I don't think John maybe has the power.
I have John Jones all day. I think he can finish it with whatever he wants. If he wants to stay standing, if he wants to go to the ground,
you've got Jones.
100%.
I like Jones.
100%.
I like Jones.
Obviously, you should be worried about the amount of time he's had off, but don't you think he has gone through wars in preparation?
Absolutely. But the thing is, I like Jones. Now, I've given him a lot of shit on this podcast, more personal life stuff, like him and
Jones. That was just him. Like I didn't say much.
I really like, as a fighter, he's a joy to watch.
Yeah,
like I really think he's incredible.
It's such an exciting return.
But I also I like Cyril Gahn a lot. Yeah, I really, really like him. Like as a he seems like such a nice dude. He's very, very technical. He moves like no one's business.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think Jones is going to be as snappy or as quick as he was at light heavyweight, because obviously not. So you can't expect him to be that fast.
Yeah.
Or that snappy. But you can expect him to be that good. Ek weet nie. I'm gonna chuck some money on Gahn, because obviously.
Yeah,
you're not going to chuck money on anyone, but
no.
What are you going to say?
No, I'm not allowed to chuck money on anyone. So, but I love betting. Like, I message you sometimes, and I'm like, I'm not betting any money.
But
I'm not betting any money, I promise. I believe it.
But fight picks.
But I send you my fight picks, and I just like being right, and I send it to a lot of people, and sometimes I get it wrong, like terribly, but most like average wise, I'm pretty decent. But that was when that fight got announced. I was like, oh yeah, John Jones by murder. He's just
okay. Another controversial hot take. I think
he's gonna finish him.
Okay.
He's finishing him.
Okay. My hot take would be, I think Jones has an easier time with Francis than he has with Gahn. That's my other hot take.
You are coming in hot.
I am coming in very hot today.
No, there's no way.
I think Francis is an easier fight than Gahn.
No, I don't agree. No, the amount of... Did you forget how well Francis wrestled in his last fight?
We wrestled really well. He did wrestle really well. Maar...
You forgot that.
No, I didn't. I watched the fight the other day, and it was close.
Yeah.
It was really close. So there's this... Cyril could have won that fight if he was just a little bit more intelligent at the fifth round.
Yeah.
Like, I think Francis wrestled well, obviously, and I don't think anyone expected him to wrestle, which obviously played in his favor a lot. But I don't know. I think Jones would beat Francis easier. than he would or would not beat
I'm
Khan.
gonna love the comment section of this episode. I'm just gonna be screen grabbing everything and sending it to you.
Trust me, I read them as well.
Yeah, but yeah, it's either or. It's gonna be a great fight. I hope they stay standing.
Yeah,
I want to see a good
me
stand-up
too.
fight. I want to see elbows rain down from John Jones.
I want to see Jones taking one leg kick and being like, "Oh shit,
We're in
my
trouble.
calves are not big enough for this."
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's also a fair point, but it's gonna be a sick fight.
Yeah.
Closer to to that stage, we'll chat
Yeah,
about
we
it.
will.
Yeah.
But for now, I've gotten a few hot takes out,
Yeah.
so that's what you need, eh?
What do you think of Francis leaving?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Was it smart? Maybe not.
Yeah.
Like what does Francis have? He's gonna crush some cans at the PFL or Bellator or wherever
Or
And-
maybe a super fight with Tyson Fury.
with Tyson Fury, and then what?
Yeah.
Like,
Because let's be honest, if okay, what Tyson Fury proposed is possibly doing it in a cage with
Yeah,
4-ounce
4-ounce
gloves, but boxing.
yeah, exactly. Like,
That's quite.
it's brave.
It's brave from obviously Tyson. If he loses to him, it's like it wasn't boxing rules. You have nothing to lose. You can make a lot of money.
But how much difference would a cage make to if you're just boxing? Like,
Yeah.
you guys are boxing, okay, ref comes and he separates. If it was, like, let's say they were allowed to clinch, I would have liked Francis maybe a little bit in that fight. I would have maybe given him a chance somewhere in there.
Yeah.
But if it's just boxing under the Queensberry rules, like, obviously Tyson Fury is going to beat him.
Yeah, 100%.
There's not really much of a discussion there.
It's also what does Francis want to do? Like, does he want to create a legacy? Does he want to be remembered as a fight? It's because I met him. We sat together in the sauna,
Yeah.
and little Vaughn was sitting with us, and I
Little
was
Vaughn.
thinking, no, but I was thinking like, man, this guy can eat you. Like, that's a big human.
Yeah, and you, the
That's-
massive oak you
Yeah,
are.
I'm just like it was much funnier because there's a photo of Francis and Vaughn.
Yeah.
It's
He's
just-
there.
yeah.
He's shorter than you.
Yeah.
he's-
But I'll put the photo up. But it's a funny photo.
It's a funny photo. Yeah, I
But-
got you.
It looks like he was using the PI's facility and
still
stuff
under
as
contract then, yeah.
still under contract. So, they offered him I believe a 7-figure deal.
I think they from what I've seen on Instagram, like,
Yeah.
these things are, I don't know how accurate they are. But you always see,
Well,
ooh.
it's like it's reporters reporting.
Reportedly, he got offered $8 million for the Jones fight.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
That's
Like, how much would he get against Tyson Fury? Maybe 3 times that, 4 times that.
yeah, maybe 2 or 3 times that. I don't think more than that.
Yeah, I would think about.
That's also
25
the thing.
But then it's once off,
You know-
and then you lose to Tyson Fury. Now what?
That's also the thing. In boxing, the personality sells the fight, not the company. Like, have you ever seen WBC like promote anything?
No.
No,
I
it's-
didn't even know they were all different. Or like,
Yeah,
I didn't
the
understand the
WBC
belt system until like 2 years ago.
WBO, IBO, it's
Yes,
all
yes, yes.
different. The UFC does that very well. They market their fighters, and Francis wouldn't be in the position he is now if it wasn't for the UFC.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just so weird. If he's gone, it's a sad loss. Obviously, there were some reports of him saying that he wanted a pension and he wanted
Yes,
medical and stuff like
yes.
that.
Fighters union and stuff.
That's also your responsibility.
Yeah.
You know,
Like, I
you
mean,
make enough money to put money away.
how are you
So,
surviving without your medical aid?
I must say, like,
Okay, but no,
that's
it's
that's
not-
the weird thing.
It's a bit of a weird comparison. Like, obviously, it's much more expensive in the States than it is here.
No, it's much harder creating a living here than in the States.
You think so?
100%.
Okay. But for
100%.
for the amount you get paid, like, say you were now living in the States versus living here, you would be paying a lot more money towards, like, just living in the States.
Yeah, obviously.
That's what I mean with
but
that
it's just
healthcare.
yeah, no, I understand that. But also, you've been fighting in the UFC for some years. You've been making money for some years. Like the type of underlining discussion always about fighter pay is it's your responsibility.
Yeah.
If you get paid,
Yeah, you're pretty
deep,
happy where you are.
you get paid well,
Yeah.
and you just need to not mismanage that and buy Rolexes and G-Wagons and
Yeah,
shit,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then you'll be fine.
Because I don't think Francis is always the best with his money, if I must say. Like, I've seen, he was like saying, oh, I need to fight to keep surviving, like before
Yeah.
the gone. And then he pulls up in his, like, with his, like, all this flashy stuff, like looking like a Nigerian
you
prince.
don't, you don't know.
Cameroonian prince.
You don't know if that gets gifted. You know, it's such a weird topic
It
because
is, it is.
you have. We don't have any idea where he is, but he's doing much better than he was, let's say, 10 years ago
Yeah.
or 15 years ago,
Yeah.
20 years ago.
Even if you look at, like, where was I going with this?
Hats off to the guy for
Yeah.
he knows what he wants. The UFC wasn't prepared to give it to him, so I hope he gets like a big fight,
Yeah.
a marketable fight. The Tyson Fury fight would be fun. I think it would be a big fight. I do not think it does as many buys as a Mayweather Conor fight.
No.
Not even close. But if there's one guy that's going to be selling that fight, it's more Tyson than Francis.
Yeah, Francis, the thing is now, Francis' power sells itself.
Yeah,
That's the
but
thing
you
you've
can
got.
also just for so many previews of a fight. So he hits as hard as a Ford Escort.
Yeah. You can only say that many times. That's true.
So,
That's
but
true.
it would be fun to see him back if he goes to bare knuckle boxing.
Goodness, please.
That's sick. Like,
Would you like that?
Yeah, just like murder.
What is he going to do? He's just going to crush cans.
Do you think like Alistair Overeem watches those fights and he just like gets chills?
Yes, Nia, please don't. Alistair. No, that would be sad.
Yeah,
If
but
Alistair comes back and he fights like...
there's luckily a lot of opportunity for him. I can see him in the PFL. You can see him in bare knuckle boxing. You can see him in proper boxing as well.
But honestly, does anything excite you as much than just Francis in the UFC?
Nothing.
Nothing excites me that much.
That's 100%. Like Jones beats Gone. Jones calls out Francis. Francis comes back, signs, and he's just like,
That excites
do
me
not disrespect
so
me
much
like
more.
that. Let's do it.
That excites me so much more.
That's
and
it.
I think, honestly, I think he could have made the same amount of money, if not more, just staying with the
Yeah.
UFC, like with the deal that they offered him.
Yeah.
He was going to be the highest paid heavyweight of all time
Yeah.
in the UFC, more than Brock Lesnar.
Yes.
And
that's
Brock made bang.
that's a sellable guy as well.
Yeah.
Like he's a personality. Like everyone knows Brock Lesnar. It's the guy with the gloves
Yeah,
in
it's
the WWE. It's a guy with the
with the knife.
the knife.
That's a scary guy.
That is a scary guy. But yeah, it's gonna be cool to see. There's a lot of guys also posting about Pereira, Alex Pereira, like staring down Jamahal Hill.
What a story that would be.
Moving
Beats
up.
Easy again and goes up to avenge his teammate.
That's also sick.
I love that.
That's sick. Yeah,
Like
that's a
beat-
sick story.
Beat Easy for the 4th time, and then you're just like, okay, listen, I have nothing more to prove. I'm not gonna fight a wrestler. Jamahal Hill, come.
Okay, but a lot more important stuff. I found out that Hasbullah weighs 18 kilograms. okay?
18?
So 40 pounds, 18 kilograms.
Wow.
Okay, but here's where it gets interesting. Okay.
Okay.
How far do you think you can throw him?
How big is like a but in a, okay. So there's two parts, two moving parts here.
Yeah.
Right? 'Cause
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
How far can I throw a hypothetical? What do you call
Like
it?
a ball.
A ball.
That weighs.
There's like this.
Yeah,
Olympic
shot
sport.
put.
Shot
Yeah,
put.
yeah.
How
Okay.
far can I throw an 18-kilogram shot?
But
put?
obviously you can throw it the way you want.
And then you think, how far can I throw an 18-kilogram?
Let's say
Like
okay,
humanoid.
but obviously a ball is like I won't be able to throw it that far.
Yeah.
That's one of the sports that I've never been good at school, and that's something you were forced to do as a kid.
Yeah, I
you know,
wasn't
like
very good at it.
everyone is gonna throw this ball now, and then everyone's like, "Yes, that guy is strong."
Yeah.
But let's say you have 18. You're allowed to
Like a hammer
twirl.
throw.
Yeah, you're allowed to
Okay.
twirl as many times as you want. Okay, so unlimited twirls. He's not holding your hands. You're just holding his so you can let go at any time.
Why was I thinking I was gonna hold him by the feet?
Just holding,
Why?
holding us below him screaming. "Ah!"
I was just thinking, like, if you're gonna throw someone, I would hold him by the feet. How would you
Like
if
face up or face down?
that I didn't think, but I definitely thought, like, obviously, if you're gonna throw someone, you hold them by the feet.
Well, that's interesting because I think his lower half is heavier. So holding him by his hands, you have more momentum.
We should try this out. Like, just get
Just
like an
like-
18-kilogram grappling dummy.
Yeah,
And see
and
how-
just
if we can
see
throw
how
it.
far we can throw
And what
that.
technique would work the best?
But yeah, I think, and I'm gonna admit it, I've been thinking about this a lot.
Really?
Yeah, quite a lot. Because I would like to meet him one day.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not gonna be allowed to throw him.
He looks
but
like a really cool guy.
yeah, he looks like a sick guy. Yeah,
Like, I think he's super entertaining.
I think I can throw him at least
Like that far.
like probably
How
that
about
far.
like 5
That's
meters?
yeah, maybe 4. Do
20
we count?
kilos.
Do we count in the roll?
No.
It's like landing,
Yes,
landing.
we're doing like
Okay.
far jump,
I think
long jump.
fair is 3.5
3.5
meters.
meter. 20 kilograms is a lot.
Yeah, that's heavy.
Like, you can come to our house and we have like these big salt that we
Yeah,
throw into the pool. Those are 25 kilos.
Okay,
So
so
we
we
can
can take
start
out
that out
7.
and, like-
Yeah, let's take out 7
And then
kilos.
try, and I'm thinking how far I can throw those things. Not very far.
Not very far,
Not
but
very
with a twirl.
I haven't tried it with it. Well, I will admit that.
But 2023 is going to be great. We're going to be very much more consistent with the
Yes.
episodes. We are also
Set it
we've-
for Monday afternoons now.
we have also
Recording,
said quite a lot that we want guests on.
Mm.
I've spoken to our amazing friends at
Yes.
Planet World and at SHURE. They're going to be sending us a third mic. I am very looking forward to that because then we can obviously do the guesting right. And we'll probably do no homework at all on the guests. And you're going to love it.
Yeah, but we can have like recurring guys. Guys are a lot of fun to chat to.
100%.
All the time.
100%. We're going to do that for sure.
Like,
So,
well, just the Team Side T people. Just put them on rotation.
yeah. But we'll get it. So we have a few guys that I want to
Yes,
have us
and we've
join.
talked
So
about
that's
that
going to
as
be
well.
fun. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're listening, thank you guys so much. We were again all over the place, but with consistency and less load shedding, maybe getting an inverter. We'll be here every single week. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy. Cheers.
Cheers. Ek het regtig gedink ek sal by die voete hou.
By die voet.